Townsville, as a community, we refer not only to Townsville but Townsville North Queensland. It's a population just under 300,000 people, 6,000 or just under 6,000 registered businesses across the economy, with key pillars within that economy including health, education, tourism, mining services and agriculture. It's also probably the largest defence presence in Northern Australia, so it's the home of 3rd Brigade, which is Australia's largest military base in Northern Australia, which constitutes about 5,000 Australian land-based troops, as well as the RAAF base at the airport. I suppose is perceived as the capital of North Australia, again based off the fact that it has such an influence across the northern part of Australia, but more importantly that critical enabling infrastructure including the international airport, port and its rail and road connections north, south and west.
What we're also going through is an urban renewal process, so you've got the likes of government putting in mechanisms to enable investment sooner rather than later, and in that you've got the likes of initiatives around our port city, so growing the fact that we are a city that is 150 years old with one of the most developed ports in the north that is due for further expansion, so they're coming to the end of their environmental impacts processes, so and that's allowing over $1.6 billion expansion to occur. So in that as well, you can see that there's a focus on critical enabling infrastructure around water and energy, but also around innovation and knowledge as well. We are home to some of the most recognised Australian institutions, the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, James Cook University, the Australian Institute of Marine Science. We are the headquarters for all of them.
I think Townsville is very interested in I suppose, emerging as a global city. We've come from, I suppose, very humble regional roots. So where is our focus? Where should we develop industry? But not only that, how can we engage better across the Asia Pacific? So the focus very much has been on leveraging, I suppose, some of the key pillars within our economy, and that's predominantly education and tourism. So I think as a community, North Queensland has embraced that, and that's why I believe Townsville has an exciting future and very quickly will feature on the radar of most Asian tourists when they're considering a visit to Australia over the course of the next decade.
The Townsville City Council just released their master plan on our CBD. We've got the roadmaps and the plans. I think now the focus is on action and getting that developed, but I think our message is that, you know, tourists don't need to wait. We already have everything that Australia is recognised for, and it's just a matter of coming and experiencing that now.
I think there's a variety of services and goods, particularly this visit has opened our eyes into how quickly some of these Southeast Asian economies are developing and emerging. In particular, if we're looking at technology, robotics and automation and analytics is incredible. And there is a lot that North Queensland could learn in that regard in partnering with Southeast Asian companies and looking at how that might be applied to some of those key sectors that we see prevalent in our industry, particularly in relation to agriculture and the development of technologies around agricultural production. So that is an area where we believe that we have product that will be of interest to the Asian market. We're in very close proximity to the Great Barrier Reef, one of those, I suppose, focus havens for Asian tourists for many decades now. And I think that, again, if there's one strong message that we'd like to send, is that our region is looking to establish those long-term meaningful relationships throughout Southeast Asia to make sure that we do have a committed outcome and a committed role in the global economy and particularly across ASEAN moving forward.